Let me start by saying this. It's really important that we know what the signs of burnout are, right? And so I did not know what those were. And in the next couple of seconds, I'm going to post what they are because I did go ahead and look them up. But here's the thing. And by the way, you can pause this and read them for yourself. I think I just talked long enough for you to get that. Oh, look, my Walmart delivery is here. I love Walmart Plus or Walmart Home. Y'all, why this man just left? Come back here with my packages. Oh, he's U-turning. Okay. Let me get back to telling y'all what I was telling y'all. Ooh, it's an electric van. That's cool. Go ahead, Walmart. So, perusing those lists of things that are supposed to be burnout, I just had like the realest freaking understanding right now. I've been in burnout since at least 2010. And you're probably wondering, how is that possible? But here's the thing. A lot of us are not allowed to be in burnout. I think societally here in America, like, it's a badge of honor to keep going past your fumes. And don't put being a single mom in that mix. Self-care is not a phrase that we were using when I was a younger mother. I felt and tried to be everything for my kids. So, like, because I had my first child at 17, not through initial choice, let's put it that way, I started working at 17. I had my first job when I was 13, but that was a summer program. But I started working when I was 17. And so I went to school, I went to work, and I was a mom dealing with a kid who didn't let me sleep. Graduated high school, went to college, and repeat. School, job, kid. And let's not add in the fact that there was a trauma event that sparked it all. So it was trauma that wasn't dealt with at all. And so with the pressures of school, the pressures of motherhood, the pressures of being a daughter and having not good home life, and then the pressures of being an employee. You know, I had different jobs at that time to make money was horrible, but it was life. I wasn't allowed to push pause and say, hey, I need a little time. I need to get myself together. That was not allowed, acceptable, or even something I would have admitted. So as a result, y'all, I got used to burnout. And I think that's the case for a lot of us, right? Because here comes the rain. Oh, it's going to be noisy. And so when you get used to something, you don't actually register it for what it really is, right? And so it's like having a pain tolerance only because you've been in pain so long that it became your baseline, your normal. So by the time it actually registers for you, say like a 3 or a 4 on the scale, that's somebody else's 10 or 20, right? So glancing through those lists, I'm saying I didn't identify with any of those as part of my burnout. That's what I was saying initially, but then I realized I lived in burnout for over a decade. So if there is a level beyond burnout, that's where I was when the computer went safe mode. Because in 2010, I got high blood pressure. It came with teaching. That was the ultimate example of a not good job fit for me. Not because I didn't like the teaching. I couldn't do the administrative work. I was undiagnosed ADHD, had no idea. And so I took it all as negative personality traits. Like, I'm a good teacher. I could be great. I get scores, I get results, but I don't grade on time. You know, and so I'm beating myself up because I'm like, I deserve Teacher of the Year. I deserve some kind of acknowledgement because I'm really good at what I do. But not only did I get high blood pressure in 2010, looking at this list, I also became apathetic. I wondered what was the purpose of life. It's not ironic that I just said that at 444. So, angel number. So with the pandemic, y'all, that's when I broke. Because burnout was my baseline until I had to confront that. Pressure of facing my mortality yet again, because in 2020, before we even knew what it was, I got COVID, and it was a scary 4. Thank God I didn't know I was supposed to die, because I think that would have it would have taken me there, because I had it really bad, really bad. But I was doing a lot of things right that turned out to be what they eventually did with the research. Proning, electrolytes. I was doing all that thing anyway because I've been a mama for over 20 years. I know what to do. But also seeing the ugliness of not just police brutality, but let's just say 2020 was scary as shit. Let's just put it that way. It was scary as shit. From Kobe Bryant dying in February all the way through. It was just it was so scary. And being an entrepreneur at that time was the final straw, really, because all the messaging was keep going, keep pushing, stay positive, don't let this stuff come into your post. How not? And ironically, 2020 is the year that I made the most money in my business, because I think the safe mode had started at the time, so I just kept going and going. But then in January of 2021, I got another coaching client, and by March of 2021, I was like, I can't do this anymore. And April of 2021, I got diagnosed with ADHD. So I broke. I just dropped it all. I was like, oh, I'm not supposed to be doing this. I'm going in safe mode. Not consciously, but unfortunately, because from there, my personal life not only unraveled, but completely fell apart. So it got really, really, really bad from 2021, 22, 23 to now. And literally now, this month is the first time I'm feeling hopeful again. So, oh God. Why y'all didn't tell me I had eye boogers? So it's been 3 years. 3 years in burnout. And the way to get out of burnout is to put down the things that are burning you out. And that is scary. Because how do you do that when that's what pays for you to survive? So I will suggest a couple of things. One would be to really learn automation. If you're a business owner, you've got to start investing in the systems, and you got to do it now, because you don't need to be chasing people for emails, to send out emails. You could have a batch day of recording and do it messy at this point, right? Because of AI and all the perfectionism that's going on right now, I think messy is authentic and vulnerable. Just be cognizant of what you're talking about, Be aware of what you're talking about. But you're gonna have to put down what's burning you out. Like it literally is a thing. So, but if you are not able to, let me put it this way. If you are not able to, and I'm gonna do another video on this because there is a direct question to this inside of my post, the comments on my other posts. If you can't put down what's burning you out, bring in more of what brings you joy. Return to your childhood, return to your teenage years, and do more of what made you happy. Be more creative. Dance, sing. God damn it, fly. Dance, sing. Get your ass to the beach. Like, I had to do that for my birthday. Insert picture. So do more of what brings you joy to balance the burnout. And it's going to be slow, but the healing will happen if you face those shadows. Like, you literally have to go in to get out of burnout. That's crazy. That's crazy. But it's the truth. You got to put out the fire and give it more control. And you can do that with returning to the things that you love. That puts it back on the candle and takes it off from burning up your whole life. So yeah, I'm going to end right here. But I'm sorry you're going through it too. I really am.